What's up, everybody? I'm Albie13. I really should have a script for this, but I'm just going to try to go off of the material I have here. So, Call of Duty announced that they are doing a DMZ mode tournament, which is cool. It's exciting. It's very interesting. I'm just going to talk about a lot of the stuff that is relevant to this tournament. So, they made an announcement and they basically asked, who should we invite? They said it's a $30,000 tournament. You have a chance to earn some money. They ended up inviting, I'll put it on the screen, the people they invited. I didn't even know where to watch the tournament. And, apparently Call of Duty has an official channel on Twitch, which I could have imagined that, but I didn't know that. I have played every Call of Duty game, and I didn't even know they had an official channel. So I mean, maybe I'm just not following closely enough all this stuff, but I mean, they put it on the Twitter. I knew about the tournament, yet I didn't know where it was gonna be broadcast. So take that for whatever that's worth. I do want to say that the announcers that they had, they were good and they were professional, so that was nice. It was nice to have people that at least made it more enjoyable to watch and to learn about the details of the tournament, and they talked about all the aspects. So going to my criticism of the broadcast, I think they should have had something that showed you the progress of the teams, and they really didn't. I guess there is no way without them submitting the score and verifying. But what you want to see is, because the broadcast was 5 hours long, and I think that people watching want to know which team is doing better. So I guess there could have been an unofficial count of how they're doing in the tournament, some kind of indicator of which team is doing better. That's what I couldn't understand at a glance at any given time. I think that would have been a nice thing, a really nice thing to make it better to watch. Good presentation, but let me go through here and talk about what was this tournament and what do you do in it? Because they didn't talk about that. So, according to the information here that they put on, I also have my notes, actually. They said that, let me read through this. The objective of the tournament is to complete challenges with point values in a game. You have 2.5 hours to submit your best game with your score in the first round. So there are 2 rounds in the tournament. In the first round, top 8 scores will advance to the second round. There's a total of 16 competitors. In round 2, you have 1.5 hours to do a submission. The best score submitted in round 2 is the winner. So that's the format. The way that they put it is complete as many challenges to advance to top 8. You enter the game with no streak, and so I guess you enter with nothing so that you have no advantage. Then they just started naming off some challenges. But instead of me, I'm going to quickly just show you how they presented the challenges here. But then I'm going to switch over. And I do like how they use the map to show the challenges. But I'm going to switch over to what I believe. This is the spreadsheet that the tournament teams received. Let me go ahead and pull that up for myself so I can read through it. So The challenges that they have here, I'll go ahead and list off. Let me go through the rules. So, if there's anything here, the team's scores reset to 0 going into round 2. Everyone starts without backpacks, gas masks, etc. Reset your inventory before doing the tournament gameplay. You can play as many times as possible in the time allowed. So your best game is what counts. Alright, let's go through the challenges. Slammed. Every 2 player kills is 1 point. Maximum of 3 points per game. 6 player kills. Earns you a point. Slayer. End the game with 100 AIs killed as a team. Gives you a point. Land, air, and sea. Fly a helicopter. Drive a car. And drive a boat in the same game. Any player can complete any task. Tourist Part 1. Have the same player visit the runway at airport, the docks at port, and Tarak village. Big Spender. Purchase 3 LTVs. They're each $18,000 in the buy station, with turrets on top or other vehicles. I'm not sure why it's phrased like that, but you basically buy the LTVs, and that would count. Rambo. Start the game with all 3 players having no weapons and successfully exfil. You can pick up weapons. Wow. Okay, so apparently you have the choice to go in with your insured weapon or to start the game with no weapons. And I can see how you might go for that in one of your games to try to get the point. But I don't know. The insured weapons give you a big advantage, especially bringing in a quality sniper rifle, and that is for both AI and for players. So I don't know what's going on there. I guess it gives you just a an option to get to edge out your competition. So Scavenger, complete a SAM site and loot what it shoots down. So where it can drop the supply drop, it could be quite far, and it doesn't always drop a supply drop. So does that mean if you capture a SAM site and you don't get a supply drop, you can't get that one? I guess so. Traveler, at least 1 player rides the train around the entire map. Big wasted time. Procrastinator, exfil in the final chopper. Fly Swatter, destroy an AI reinforcement chopper with a launcher. Okay. But I guess you could technically bring in a grenade launcher on a weapon and not have the launcher. Usually the people that use the launcher are from Building 21. The special weapon that you get, that is the contraband. I guess you could pick up RPGs in the game. That's probably what they were thinking. You could also bring in jokers as contraband or launchers that are available. Okay. Interesting. Collector. Exfil with 1 player holding 9 rare yellow gold items or legendary items. They must have a large backpack, I guess, to get the 9 slots. You have to have the large backpack full. That's making it more clear. That's interesting. Rare items. But it doesn't mean... I mean, rare items include, in this game, kill streaks, other things that are not necessarily money items. Okay. Rare items, I mean, you can get just the radiation blockers are rare items, so that's interesting. Okay, and those can be commonly... You can do that if you play it smart, you can get rare items easily. I guess is what that comes down to. Treasure Hunter. Get a key from finishing a contract and unlock whatever the key unlocks. Woo! Well, that's a little bit luck-based, isn't it? Unless you really go for it and just relocate. Finish a contract. Bounty Hunter. Complete a hunt contract and eliminate an enemy. So, okay, so just not completing the hunt contract and them dying by some other way, you have to eliminate at least one of the enemies on the hunt. Alright? Smuggler. Kill the Juggernaut and exfil with the weapon case. Okay. So you can't steal the weapon case and get the points, as sometimes happens. Interesting. So they pretty much, you know, there's not, they have you do the task and follow through with it. They're not really giving you opportunities to combo things. Like I just mentioned, if you come across a case when you're doing other things, you can potentially earn more points. And that's the way you earn the points. So, what do I think about the challenges? I think that, I heard the comment that maxing out or capping out the player kills is that was a wise thing to do, and that's a good thing to do. You definitely didn't want to imagine that they would be coming in and trying to clear all the players off of the map for a DMZ Gauntlet tournament. So, I mean, it seems sensible. I find this range of challenges pretty wide, considering that they have some odd ones, like go ride the train around the map, which is an experience if you've never done it before. I have done it before. I'm looking at the hardest challenges, which are considered the harder things to do. Kill the Juggernaut and exfil with the weapon case. Interestingly, they ignored the Chemist. Didn't go for that. I guess the Juggernaut, yeah, it has a potential of being problematic. But they are ranking a hunt contract in the highest category, and that is going after players. So it's enough of a player challenge, but it's not overboard. I feel pretty decent about this. There's enough variety in here that people get an idea of the experience of DMZ. So that's pretty nice. I just thought it'd be interesting to go through and talk about the tournament. So, hope you enjoyed it.